Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I will be talking about how my labor and delivery went. If you see my last video, you know that I did go to the emergency room at 32 weeks and there was a chance my baby will be born premature. So as soon as I hit 38 weeks, I just couldn't wait anymore, and then week 39 rolled in and still no signs that she was gonna come anytime soon. I had a checkup 2 days before my due date, my due date was November 22nd, so I had an appointment on November 20th, and they told me that there were still no signs of me going into labor anytime soon, which was disappointing because I just couldn't wait. But I know it wasn't up to me to decide when she will be coming out. They scheduled another appointment on my due date, the 22nd. And once again, the waiting game began. The morning of my due date at around 2 a.m. in the morning, I did start to have contractions that were about 10 minutes apart, and I was told that I should be going to the delivery room when my contractions were at least 5 minutes apart. So I started timing my contractions. It was about 7 a.m. when my contractions were, I believe, 6-7 minutes apart, and they were also getting really painful. So I did have an appointment scheduled that day at 1 p.m. but I decided to go in early so that my doctor can let me know if I was in labor or I still had to wait. So I went to my doctor's. I got there around 9:30 a.m. and she checked me and said that I wasn't in active labor, so she sent me home and said that I should eat and shower and just try to relax, and once my contractions were 5 minutes apart, to head to the delivery. However, the contractions were really painful and honestly I couldn't handle it, so when I got home I laid in bed. I tried to take a nap and I just couldn't. I started crying because it was scary, it was a lot of pain. So I decided to head to the delivery room because honestly I just couldn't handle it. I got to the hospital at around 2 p.m. and I wasn't seen until 3:30, so I was sitting in the waiting room for an hour and a half in a lot of pain, but they didn't have any beds. So when they finally had a bed, they made me change into the robe and I was placed under the monitor for the contractions. Almost 2 hours went by before the nurse came in to check on my contractions, and she saw that I was having frequent contractions. So she called in another nurse to check how dilated I was, and I was only about 2 centimeters dilated. So they had to call in my primary doctor that would usually check on to my weekly checkups and everything. They had to talk to see if they would send me home or if they were gonna induce me, I guess. And since I was 40 weeks, they decided to let me stay and get me into active labor. So at that moment I had to wait until a room was available, and it took a while. Around 10 o'clock they finally got a room and I was transferred into it. They still haven't given me anything for the pain, and Honestly, I just can't describe how painful the contractions were. My mom and sister were there, and an hour later, around 11:30 p.m., my boyfriend showed up, and they were all very supportive. Oh, during this whole time, I was placed with IV fluids. My sister did leave around midnight because she had school the next day, and at 2 a.m. I finally got the epidural, and I could finally go to sleep because I wasn't able to feel the contractions anymore. I woke up at 8 a.m. and I wasn't really feeling the contractions, but they were there, and they were slowly getting stronger because they had placed some, I don't know what it was, but it was to, I guess, make the process go a bit faster. There came a point where I just really couldn't handle the contractions. I was crying in so much pain, and honestly, I was just losing my mind because I just really couldn't handle it. At 12 p.m., the contractions were so bad I started screaming, and the nurse went to ask if they could administer, I guess, more anesthesia through my epidural, and apparently he said that I was too far to do anything about it. But 30 minutes later, he did come in and administer some local anesthesia, I believe. It took a while for it to, I guess, work, but I did start to feel my contractions, to feel them less and less painful. And 3 p.m. came along where my doctor came in to check if I have dilated, and what she did, she said it was time to push. At this time, I couldn't feel my contractions at all, and when she instructed me that how to push when I felt a contraction was a bit confusing because I did tell her that I wasn't feeling them, but she said that if I feel like any type of pressure that I should be pushing. So I tried my best to do it. I wasn't sure if I was pushing right because, like I said, I wasn't really feeling anything, and she said that she could see the head coming out, and I was, I guess, in disbelief that I was so close to delivering my baby, because I guess anticipated a lot more pain during the delivery than when I had my contractions, because I did hear like other women yell her lungs out next door, and it was, I guess, traumatic to hear that because I was like, oh my god, I'm next. I was terrified. I was scared. I was like, I don't know if I can do this. So I couldn't believe when they did tell me that they can see her head coming out and a few more pushes should finally deliver my baby. And I kept pushing as best as I could because I didn't feel anything. And they started to get everything ready for her to actually come out. And a few more pushes I did finally deliver my baby. I didn't feel any pain during my delivery. My baby was born November 23rd at 3:23 p.m. She weighed 7.4 ounces and measured 20 and a half inches long. Giving birth was really I mean, the whole process, it was painful, but it was a wonderful experience, honestly. And looking at my baby now, I'm just like, all those painful hours were so worth being able to spend every moment with my baby. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like this video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye! I should really do something on my hair.